All right, Precalc, we're going to learn a couple ideas today. We're continuing on with the law of cosines. So I just want to give you an example how these work with oblique triangles. Remember, oblique triangles have no right angles. Example 3 says, in a softball game, a batter hits the ball to the center field. The center fielder then throws the ball to third base as shown. The distance from the center fielder to home plate is 240 feet. So we can see that right here. The distance between bases is 60 feet. How far did the center fielder throw the ball? So if I was to name this triangle, oops, I should be in writing, A, B, C, it looks like we're really finding C. And I can use the law of cosines to find this. So I'm going to write it right here. Notice that the cosine of 45 degrees is equal to 240 squared plus 60 squared minus c squared. I'm kind of doing this a different way. Remember, these I don't typically see on an SAT or an ACT, but it is great, useful information. When I finally solve for c squared, I'm just going to kind of write out what decimals I got and what else I got here so you guys can see the work. So it looks like C ends up being approximately 202.077. So I would say approximately 202 feet. All right, the next thing we're going to talk about is Heron's area formula. I don't have the notes on this, but I'm just going to make sure that you have them. Heron's area formula helps us find the area of an oblique triangle. So remember, this is when you're given a triangle and you're given 3 sides, but you are not given a right triangle where you could find out some other things. So the formula that we're going to use is right here. It is area is equal to the square root of s times s minus a times s minus b times s minus c. But we need to know, most importantly, that s is equal to a plus b plus c over 2. So what if I gave you this triangle and I said, hey, let's find the area of this triangle? It's probably not drawn to scale, but our sides are 5, 9, and 8. So the first thing that we have to do is find s. S is equal to 5 plus 9 plus 8 divided by 2. When I add those up together, well, 5 plus 9 is 14 plus 8 is 22 over 2. My s is 11. So we're going to plug all of this back into Heron's area formula by using the number 11. And you could just go ahead and use your calculator and you could literally put in 11, 11 minus 5, 11 minus 9, 11 minus 8. And when you push equals, you should get the answer. And I believe the answer was about 19.89, but I think this question actually asked for it with rounding to 1 decimal place, so they would have said 19.9. Again, Heron's area formula is great to know, something that you definitely want to go over before you take an SAT, ACT, or even a college placement test. Those college placement tests come up really quickly when you're going to your college. They test you and you don't want to get into the lower math. All of you could test through or pass college algebra. So write this down, star it, circle, highlight it. You will find this formula on my new and improved SAT, ACT cheat sheet, which I need to put back in your Google Stream.